I really hated being poor. So that really was one of the things that drove me, throughout this whole process that I've been doing for over 27 years now. I had discovered these different things in the field of personal and business development. One of my discoveries is my Afformations method, which people can learn about at afformations.com and learn more about that. But I realized that, I've been coaching people for many, many years on how to help their mindset and help their habits, but I had never written a book on actually how to make money, as an expert. And I realized, after 25 books written, I realized it was really time to bring out a book about how to make money and how to have a really big impact, influence, as well as a nice big income. So really that was the genesis and the reason for this book. I teach mindset a little bit differently because a lot of people say, well, you're a mindset coach. So I'm like, well, not really, because mindset is like one slice of the pizza, but it's only about 15% of what I actually do. A lot of people think that all you need is mindset, but that's not true, because if you think about it, there's lots of people out there who spend a lot of time, money, and effort on all these different mindset or, thinking positive courses or things like that, but they're really still not making the money that they really should be making. And I call those highly evolved broke people. And that's not what you want to be, right? You don't want to be highly evolved and broke. You want to be highly evolved and abundant, have that really wealthy manifestation. I mean, that's one of the reasons why we do this, right? I mean, look, I grew up poor in a rich neighborhood, so I know what it's like to be in poverty among a whole bunch of people who have a lot of money. That's where I grew up. So the point is that wasn't okay with me. I really hated being poor. So that really was one of the things that drove me, throughout this whole process that I've been doing for over 27 years now. And, it started long, long before that, when I started, reading books before I ever became an author. So again, mindset's important, but there's really a lot more to it. There are a lot of online marketing books, digital marketing books. There's tons of them out there. Lots of, gurus out there, a lot of fake gurus out there. People say, hey, look at my Lamborghini, or look at my jet, look at my helicopter, and all that stuff. And that's great. The problem is that when you have the hustle and grind guys, the hustle bros, as I call them, what we find is that their main or only success story is themselves. In other words, you have a guy who's really great at self-promotion, a guy's great at marketing himself. And the problem is, has he helped anyone else make any money? You know what I'm saying? And so when I look at guys like that, I'm not saying they're wrong or something. I'm saying that that's great that they've made money, but do you have a system that can help anyone else make money? And the answer usually is not so much, right? And so we've all, I'm sure, spent a lot of money on courses that ended up disappointing us because the guy who was promoting it is a great self-promoter, but once you get down to it, he's a lousy teacher. I spent over $500,000 only to find out that most of these gurus can't teach their way out of a paper bag. So really what I come from is a teaching background, and that's why, I really love helping people get what they want, really see their dreams manifest so much faster and get what I like to call that hockey stick growth, right? Hockey stick meaning, you're going along like this and you're doing okay. But, once you put this system in place, what I call my 7-figure expert formula, that's when we start to see that hockey stick growth, doubling, tripling, 800% and more growth in a very, very short amount of time.